Hi everybody, it's Ann Patchett and Sparky Van Deventer at Parnassus Books. What a great Tuesday. We have so many wonderful books. First, I want to tell you about last Tuesday. Last Tuesday, after I did this, I got in my car to drive home and Fresh Air was on. And Salman Rushdie was on Fresh Air talking about Knife, which came out last Tuesday. And I was so interested in the interview that I turned my car around and went back to Parnassus and bought myself a copy. And I read it this week and I loved it. I just thought it was fantastic. He is brilliant, and to watch the whole arc of his journey from somebody who is savagely attacked and wants justice and wants to figure out what it all means to somebody who's at peace and deeply in love. And anyway, it's a short book. It's really meaningful. Highly recommend it. I have been waiting for this book for so long. Amy Tan's The Backyard Bird Chronicles. I saw Amy, it was a little over a year ago, it was 13 months ago, and she was showing me pictures of birds that she had drawn on her phone. Not that she had drawn them, that sentence construction was bad. She had not drawn the pictures of birds on her phone. She had drawn pictures of birds and she was showing them to me on her phone. These are all birds that she saw and made eye contact with in her own backyard, and she's written essays about them. Amy Tan is more of a genius than we had even suspected, and we suspected she was quite a genius. This is going to be a great book to read and a great gift book. My pal Ruth Reichel, the Paris novel. So Ruth and I had a wonderful friend, Susan Campbell, and Susan Campbell was always saying to Ruth, you need to write the Paris novel. Ruth used to be the food critic at the New York Times. She was the editor of Gourmet magazine. She has written a lot of fantastic nonfiction about food, like Tender at the Bone. This is basically a romance novel in which the character falls in love with Paris and food instead of a guy. It's a lot of fun, and I bet it's going to be huge. I have some books that I love that are out in paperback today. Tom Hanks, The Making of Another Motion Picture Masterpiece. I just feel like this book didn't get enough credit. He's such a good writer, and it's a really fascinating and engaging novel. One of my very favorite books from last year, Monsters, A Fan's Dilemma. What do we do with the art when we realize that the artist was a really bad guy? Think Roman Polanski, think Woody Allen, think Picasso. No easy answers, just a brilliant conversation. And Laura Dern and Diane Ladd, Honey Baby Mine, conversation between a mother and a daughter, just in time for Mother's Day. Lindsay, what do you got? Hey, Lindsay, welcome back. We missed you.
I missed you all too.
Oh, you did not.
My dog missed you all too. I'm so happy to be back. So, a nonfiction title out today, The Everything War by Dana Mattinoli. It's not a secret that we're not big fans of Amazon here. Just gonna be honest about it. This book is an expose on how Amazon works, how it's maybe overreached, and it's a bit of a monopoly. Yeah. So if you want to learn more about that, check out The Everything War. And here are some books that we would love if you bought from an independent bookstore, preferably ours, but any independent bookstore. Are you one of the people who has strong feelings about the cover of Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis? There is a special edition out today with a different cover, beautiful blue sprayed edges. So if you are a fan of Lessons in Chemistry, or like one of two people who has not read this book yet, grab a copy. It's Emily Henry time! Woo! Funny Story is out today. Emily Henry is taking on the fake dating trope in this one. I adore Emily Henry. I love everything she reads. This one's gonna be great. And are you listening to Cowboy Carter? Because I am. It's been 2 weeks. I'm still listening to it. Grab a copy of Beyonce and the clothes she wears. And up next we have Elise.
Hi everyone. First I want to give a shout out to Ann Shannon, who was in the store the other day. I can't remember where she's from, but she is an avid watcher of the Laydown videos. So shout out to Ann Shannon, especially because she brought her two dogs, Mickey and Minnie, who are absolutely adorable. Okay, last night we had a great event with Suzanne Park. Her new book, One Last Word. We do have some signed copies, so if you would like a signed copy, you better go ahead and order quickly or come on in. Saturday, Independent Bookstore Day, and we are doing it up. So 10:30 story time, Karuk and Olivia Barton, followed by the fabulous illustrator artist Kate Lewis, followed by Andrew Marinis and sports books for young adults, followed by historical fiction writers, the fabulous Lindsay Lynch with Ariel Lawhon, followed by fabulous romance authors. We have, let me just think, we have Sarah Adams and Lauren Kung Jessen and Jenna Levine. I think I remembered everybody. The moral of that story is it's going to be really great. And speaking of independent bookstores, I want to give a shout out to my sister Laura, who works at another great independent bookstore, Narberth Bookshop in Narberth, Pennsylvania. And it is such a great bookshop, so shout out to Laura and all of you who are working at independent bookstores. Okay, then Amy Tan, it's sold out. She's going to be here. This is sold out. However, if you want to go ahead and order quickly, and just in the comments of your order, just say you would like a signed copy, and then we will get you a signed copy. Now, I wrote this down because we have so much coming in May, and I really want you to look at the website. These are just a few people. We have Helen Simonson. Valerie Bertinelli is going to come. She's going to be in Nashville. They gave us a call. She's going to be here doing a straight signing of her new fabulous cookbook. Valerie, we love you. John Cowan. So, Newgrass Revival fans, John is the amazing vocalist and bass player, and I know he's been touring with the Doobie Brothers. And speaking of Doobie Brothers, we have Michael McDonald, who wrote a book with Paul Reiser, Mad About You. I am mad about all of these people. And then Ben Groner. Ben used to work here. He wrote such a beautiful book of poetry. He's going to be here in May. Ruth Ware. I won't keep going because I know we have a lot to discuss and talk about with children's books, but please check the website. I hope I see you at all these events. And now here's the fabulous Rayanne.
Thanks, Elise. And shout out to Elise and RJ for all the amazing events they bring us to the store and other venues. Amazing. All right. I am so thrilled to present the new ParnassusNext book for this month. It's by one of my favorite authors. Stacey Lee has written Kill Her Twice. This is set in 1930s Chinatown in Hollywood. A star is murdered and the police don't want to do anything about it, so her childhood best friends, 3 sisters, decide to solve the murder. Such a great read. Another YA out today, Song of the Six Realms by Judy Lynn. This is about a girl who is taken to the magical realm of the celestial kingdom by a handsome duke and must fight the monsters and deity who want to get her. Middle grade readers, a few for you. Lois Lowry has a new book out today, Tree Table Book. This is about 2 friends named Sophie, one in elementary school and one an elderly woman on her street, and how they become friends and help each other. A Little Bit Super, with small powers come big problems. This is a collection of stories edited by Leah Henderson and Gary D. Schmidt. What if you got superpowers, but just a little bit? So maybe it was you can shapeshift, but only one part of your body and only on Mondays. Or you can tell when an avocado is perfectly ripe. I would like that power. Hey, Stuart Gibbs fans, there's a new book in the Charlie Thorne series today, Charlie Thorne and the Royal Society. A couple of picture books out today, The Truth About the Couch by Adam Rubens, illustrated by Linears. Did you know that couches are actually grown on a couch farm? Where do you think the term couch potato comes from? And did you know that they also eat coins and remote controls, and if you don't feed them, something bad can happen? Read the book and find out. Brendan Wenzel brings us another beautifully illustrated picture book, Two Together, about a cat and dog taking a journey together and how they're different but going in the same direction. All of these books will be on the new release page, parnassusbooks.net/new-releases. Thanks for shopping at Parnassus.